You ever wake up in the morning time and just lay there for a little bit and think about things? This morning was one of those mornings. For some reason, I don't know if I had a dream that I'm not aware of, or I just woke up this morning thinking about something that happened when I was a teenager. I don't know, maybe, yeah, probably late teens, early 20s. My uncle, he was letting me run his crane, run the clam bucket on his crane, and he took me out the next morning when we got there, and he had already been there and looked at it, and he asked me if I saw something wrong, and of course I didn't. But he finally pointed out that the crane was sliding downhill, and it was about to fall off the mats. If it went much further, it would have. So we ended up straightening it up, but things like that, it used to really get to me. It used to really make me think about how did I miss that? How did I miss that? And honestly, I miss things now, but and it kind of gets to me when it should have been obvious, but I think we all experience that. But those lessons like that, as a young person, it taught me the great value of paying attention. I remember my grandfather saying, Joe, if I never teach you anything else, pay attention. Paying attention, we pay attention going down the road. I mean, if we don't, we may veer over into the other lane and kill ourselves or somebody else. Paying attention is a pretty valuable thing. You see that a lot in the Bible. Um, some versions say take more earnest heed. A lot of versions say simply pay attention. Jesus, he spoke of paying attention to what you hear. And what he was speaking of was um, his word, the things that he was teaching to pay. He was telling his disciples to pay attention. He had just finished speaking about the parable of the sower and the parable of the lamp. You don't hide a lamp. You got things. You don't hide a lamp up under something where you can't see it. You can't see it anything. What's the point of the lamp? But he tells us to pay close attention to the things that we hear. And the book of Hebrews puts it this way. It tells us to pay attention to these things, lest we drift away. It's a pretty dangerous thing to know God, to have tasted how good He is, and to drift away for the lack of paying attention. It can get us in a pretty dicey place in life. We know that we've been saved by grace through faith. And then at some point in life, we in our walk with Him, we just kind of drift away because we're not necessarily paying attention to what's happening in life. Certain things can sneak up on us. Certain things can um, the Bible says that Satan, he is a liar and a thief. He comes to kill, steal, and destroy. He's been doing this a long time. It never happens in an instant. It's always piece by piece by piece, little by little by little, that we stop paying attention and we find ourselves drifted far away. Paying attention is a very, very, very valuable thing in life. It's also a very, very, very valuable thing in your relationship, in my relationship with Christ.